Anybody else? We got a bunch of ones. We got Denora. Denora got her identity stolen, man. But she's still here, so I love it. She's still in the game. All right, perfect, perfect, perfect. So we got a bunch of people taking these trades. Drop a 2 if you did not take the trades. Drop a 2. Let me focus on those that didn't take trades, and let me try to see a reason. If there's a reason why you didn't take a trade. Yo, Mac, why you didn't take any trades today, Mac? You was busy? Crystal. All right, for those that didn't take a trade, I'm curious to hear from you guys that didn't take a trade. What is the reason? You can mute yourself and let's chop it up. Crystal, still learning. How long you been with us, Crystal?
Can I tell you the one reason
Yeah, go ahead, Shelly.
I was going to say to you, there was two trades I didn't take, the GB, the Australia one, and then another one because I didn't quite understand what they were saying. And then
Okay.
on one of the oils, so many people were giving information till it was confusing which one to get into. I'm sorry, not gold. So I just kind of stuck with the original and I didn't choose to change because I was confused.
Okay, I'm glad you pointed that out, because sometimes I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Let's say you took some trades already, you hit your percentage, and you got all these different trade ideas still going out. If you already made your money, you're done. Don't even worry about it. But if there's something you're confused about, that's when you go into the FRX group and then you ask your question. You know what I mean? Ask your question. You could ask it in the big OBG chat also. Be like, I'm confused about this. And then one of us will help you for sure. Either myself, if I see it, or one of the other team leaders, or even some of the members that's been with us for a while, they'll have the answer and they'll be able to help you. So whenever you have a question, please don't hesitate to ask. All right.
All right. All right. Thank you very much. I will do so.
No problem. Still learning at work, 2 at work. All right, cool, cool. What's the numbers for? I just hopped on today. Boom, 2 weeks. 1 if you took a trade, 2 if you didn't. So yeah, we just get into those that didn't take a trade because I want to help you guys and see exactly what the issue is. One thing that I want to show, yep, take percentage at Trump again another day. Boom, boom. Market will take back. Yep, get your percentage, get up out of there. I already did a session, my previous sessions, where we talk about compounding. So if you weren't on my previous session, we talk about hitting 3%, 5% per day. And we showed on our calculator, our compound calculator, if you do 3% per day based on your account size for the next 20 days, we see what that will be. All right. So those are your goals. If you're doing 5% per day, we showed what the next 20 days, 5%, 5%, 5%, how powerful that compounding factor is. All right. So one thing I want to touch on today is.
Can I ask a question?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
I'm a 2. I came on yesterday on the call with my leader, even, on the phone with me, and I still had a difficult time. You have to figure out what your risk is, and then you're supposed to, the calculations that you're supposed to do, and the calls seem to be coming so fast for me. I just get totally lost.
I got you.
And so I
What's this?
didn't come back on today.
What's this, Jennifer? I got you now. So let's say you're in the signal chat. Let's go to the signal chat. All right. So for example, this is the one we're going to go over today. Specifically, I want to go over. So let's say you see this, right? Get a pen, get a pencil, and write it down. Just write down the trade idea. So you want to write down odd USD. Swing trade means we trying to be in this trade maybe a day, 2 days. It's really long trade. This is trying to get a big amount of pips, a large amount of pips. So that's a swing trade. You might be in there for 2, 3, 4 days. All right. So he gave you the entry, he gave you the stop loss, he gave you the TPs. Just write them down. All right. So once you got it written down, it might be Alex showing different results, or he might update you on trades that he pushed out. But you don't have to really focus too much on that because you got your trades written down and you could monitor from there. Did this trade already hit TP? Okay, boom, no. Did this trade hit the number to activate? No. So you're keeping tabs yourself once you write it down. Does that make sense, Shelly? I mean, Jennifer, that makes sense?
So I don't have to put it in right then when they give it, just write it down and look at it later, you're saying?
All right. So it's 2 ways you could do it. You could either write it down and you can put your entry, like say this is a buy. So you
Okay.
put the buy limit in your MT4. Do you know how to do that yet? Do the buy limit?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, so you have your entry, you could put a buy limit and set it. Once it goes there, it hits it, boom, you're in the trade. Now, and this is something I like to do personally, I like to set my alerts. Let me show you what that looks like. Yep, y'all can see my screen. Yep. 1 second. Let's push this out the way. So let's say this was the buy was down here somewhere. You could go to your alert and set your clock. Let's say it was right here. Boom. Add alert.
You're in Trading View right now then.
Yes, ma'am.
And put my alert. And the alert that I'm putting in is for
the price of the entry price around there. So let's say
now,
this.
okay. So how I tried doing an alert and nothing happened until I went back to Trading View. Then my alert went off.
That's a good thing. That's a good question. So your alert will go off. If you're on the computer, for sure it's going to go off. You could have it set to where it goes to your phone also. I get alerts on my watch. It's all about the setting. It's all about the setting.
Okay.
So for example, boom, here, I put the alert name, let's say buy. I do it every time. So me personally, I like to do it every time. So every time it comes here, it's going to give me that alert, going crazy, right? And I save it. So now, all right, so for example, the reason why I like to set the alerts here, let's say Mo gave us this buy and news happened, right? Let's say news is happening and you already set your buy limit and news just goes crazy and pushes all the way down, right? Let's say news happened and pushes all the way down here. Now you're taking a massive loss because you already set your buy limit. Let's say you're chilling, you're going to sleep, you're at work, and news came in that's pushed this thing all the way down here. It could happen. So now you're minus 300 pips. It could happen. So a lot of times we tell people, if you're able to monitor your trade, yes. If you're not able to monitor your trade and you just want to protect your pockets, you could have set this alert. So now once price is here, it goes off and you can monitor from here and say, all right, boom. All right, let me jump in and I can monitor this from here. Also, you want to check your news and make sure there's no major news happening because that's just going to disregard the trade completely. News don't care about your markups. News don't care. All right. Also in the signals group, let's say Mo would update you like, hey, news is happening right now. Disregard this trade. Let's see where news goes, and then we'll jump back in. So the leaders are going to keep you updated for sure. All right. But this is just one thing I personally like to do. I like to set the alert. Once the alert is there, then I jump on it and I see where it's at and then I jump in the trade. This is one way you could play it. Or you could just take the trade idea as you see it, to set your buy limit and keep it moving. Did I
Thank
answer,
you very much. Thank you very
question,
much.
Jennifer?
Yes, thank you very much.
All right, no problem. All right, so we're going to jump into this. Where do you get news from? All right, good question. To check the news, this website right here, I'm going to drop it in the chat. Copy. Let me drop this in the chat. forexfactory.com. All right, forexfactory.com. This is what it looks like. Let me break it down what this means. So now, for example, we got red folders. Red folders are the ones we got to look out for. Red folders mean big impact news is happening. So let's say, for example, Thursday. I'm going to give you a previous example because I want to show you on the charts what that looked like. I'll give you a previous example, family. 1 second. I want to show you how that affects the pair. We on August. Let's go August 4th. August 4th, that was Friday. All right. We had news on Canadian dollar and we had news on the USD, red folders. Remember, these are impact folders. This is Friday, August 4th. Canadian dollar. Let's take a look. Let's go to a pair with the Canadian dollar. All right, I like to do live examples. CAD. Let's go CAD JPY, for example. So we're on August 4th. All right. So right here, let's go down to the 1 hour. So it tells you right here, the news will tell you when it hits. So this hit at 8:30 a.m. Canadian dollar, and it was weak. This was bad news for the Canadian dollar, right? So for example, CAD, if it's bad news for the Canadian dollar, CAD JPY we expect it to shoot down, right? So right here, let's go to the 30-minute mark, right? This is Friday. This is right here. This is where it's at, right here. Canadian dollar, Friday the 4th, August 23rd, 8:30 a.m. This is when the news hit. And look at that drop. Why? Because it was bad news for Canadian dollar, and CAD is first. The first currency in this pair is CAD. So if the first currency is negative, we expect this pair, the price, to shoot down. Does that make sense, family? If the first currency is negative in the pair, if it's negative, then we expect price to shoot down. Drop a 5 in the chat if that makes sense, family. Drop a 5 in the chat if that makes sense. Mac, that makes sense, Mac?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
So we see it right here, 8:30, news came through, and look at that drop. Sheesh.
They told you to play.
Right? So a lot of times you hear Alex say, hey, you could play the news to certain points when the price falls like this to certain zones. We know it got to come back up. It got to, correct itself. But these little plays right here with news, you're going to see it all the time, family. So this is why we say in the chat, you'll see it in the signals. News is happening. We got a red folder. Be careful. Be careful. Watch your trades. Be careful. Lower risk. You'll see it all the time when it's red folders. All right. We got somebody, Michael said, I don't understand.
Yeah, when they try that's Nolan Ellis, the senior. When it's in the negative and it drop, it's safe not to even try to make a trade on that in that particular pair.
Yeah, if it's negative, that means it's bad news. Like right here, if it's red, that means it's bad news, right? If it's green, it's good news. For USD right now, it was green. That was good news.
Okay.
Green, good news. This is bad news. It's 3 different folders right here happened 8:30 on Friday for USD. 3 different folders. Keep in mind, when we talk about percentages, and this is just amount, like a number amount, but the percentages is always going to be more impactful than this number amount, right? Because it's a percentage. So we got green. Most likely USD was shooting up. It was shooting up for USD pairs. All right. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's go. Boom, boom, boom. GBP USD. Friday, 8:30. Can't make this up, family. Look at it.
Wow, shit, shut up.
Right? So let's measure the pips. Let's see how many pips it shot up to.
That's a big candle.
Right? Little quick 71 pips, 1 hour. This from the news. Big push. Right? Then price is going to work its way back down. It got to balance itself out. It got to come back and correct itself and then go from there. But the news right here, you see how this was moving. Look at this. It was moving slow. Then news happened and look, 2 candles shot. That's the power of the news, family. So always keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. If you're going to be a serious trader, if you're marking up your own stuff to take your own trades, always respect the news. Go through your forexfactory.com. I sent it in the chat. Where we at right now? Let's see. We at Tuesday the 8th. Go down here to more. This is where we at right now. The next big news is at 9:30 for this pair. We got NZD at 11 p.m. The next big impact folder, even orange. Orange means move cautious, right? Orange folders, you got to move cautious. Red folders, a big impact. So Thursday at 8:30 a.m. Eastern, we got 4 red folders. So things are going to be moving on USD for sure. It's going to be big moves. All right. So that's how we manage our folders, red folders, family. All right. I want to get back to this now. Odd USD. I'm currently in this trade. I think I'm up like $70 currently in this trade. Who knows what an order block is? Mo. He specializes on order blocks. Drop a 6 in the chat if you don't know what an order block is. If you do not know, drop a 6. That's how he trades. He utilizes order blocks, family. All right. So we got a bunch of 6s. So we're going to take a look at this. Recorded sessions. This is exclusive for y'all today. Recorded sessions we have access to only premium and elite members. But because y'all on the call, I'm going to give you a taste of what is in the recorded sessions. All right. So all the calls that's recorded, this is where they're stored. All right. We got the fitness challenge in here. We have Let's Talk Stocks. All the calls that are recorded, Alex's exclusive chart classes, they're all right here. All right. The Oil Queen, Jessica, US 30 Queen, Jessica, Oil Queen, Kylie. We got Easy Binary Trading. It's all stored right here, family. So we're going to go to order blocks. So you type in order blocks. This is Mo. Order blocks with Mo. So I'm going to take, we're going to take a look at this so you get an idea of what the order blocks is from the ground up. And then we're going to go to this trade that he called out. We're going to go to it on the trading view, and we're going to identify these order blocks for the entry. All right?
Yes. All right. Welcome, everybody.
Y'all can hear the volume. Let me know if y'all can hear the volume. Drop a yes in the chat if y'all can hear the volume. We're getting to the education today, family.
You hear it.
You already know. It's Smart Money Mo. We're going to do this order block trading. Y'all know I strictly do smart money concepts, order blocks. I don't go too intricate or too deep into smart money concepts. I just use the order blocks because that's where the big money buys and sells at, and that's where we want to buy and sell at. Simple as that. So before we get started, let's just drop some ones in the chat if y'all ready to go. Make sure y'all taking notes. Make sure y'all got whatever y'all need, your notes on your phone, pens, pads, whatever you use.
Get ready to take some notes, family. This is exclusive right here. Premium and elite members only have access to the recorded session. So get ready to take y'all notes if y'all need it.
To remember things that you hear. That's what I'm talking about. Let it. So about to get started. So this is EU, as y'all can see, Euro USD for people who are fairly new to the trading game, meaning the euro versus the US dollar. We're gonna go through this. I'm on the monthly right now. As you can see, you guys know top-down analysis. Take it all the way from the highest time frame down to the lowest, as low as you want to go, depending on how you trade. So we're gonna get started. And if you already see EU, you see that market structure is showing us what? Market structure, let me go to my pad. Market structure is showing what? We got a high set, then it set a low, higher low. Another high set, another low. None of these are breaking each other. That's the thing that you want to take note of. None of these are breaking each other. So market structure is telling us we're heading to the downside, okay? No matter what, it's heading to the downside, okay? So with me knowing that, we can just see that price is going to keep hitting our supply zones or where they're selling at, and it's gonna fall. That's all price has been doing. So you look here, what did it do? It fell, then it went to set up to the upside, fell again. Upside, fell again. Upside, fell again. Upside, fell again. All it's doing is going to tap back into supply zones. Okay, and this one here, this is actually a perfect example. If you look here, just giving y'all a couple basics. I know there's people of all sorts of trading types or, experience, so I'm just showing it all. This would be a nice area here that was structure, right? I'll make it black. And as you can see, that would have been for a lot of people, we would have said what? This is our monthly support, okay? People who use smart money concepts, monthly demand. Once price broke through, what do we like to say? What do we wait for? We wait for a retest. And what did it do? Retested it. Support now became resistance. This is a perfect example of it on a monthly time frame. Support broke through, became resistance, retested it, fell, retested again, fell. And now, what do you see happening? You see this here, right? Old support, what is it doing now? There's a new support that was formed here, but guess what? Price now did what? Broke right through it. And what do we expect? Break.
We're gonna continue. I'm gonna show you exactly on the charts what that looks like. Order block. Super powerful, family. Super, super powerful. All right. So let me get to a regular pair. We're gonna get back to GBP USD in a second. Right? We're gonna get back to GBP USD in a second, family. Let me erase this. All right, perfect. So we're on the day time frame. We're gonna start with a higher time frame. Always start with a higher time frame. So I'm looking at this right here. Order block is just the opposing candle, this opposing candle right here, before these big impulse move. This is considered the order block. All right. Big impulse move, opposing candle, big impulse move. This is on the 1 day time frame. So simply, we just mark from the body to the body. From here, it's just going to be from the body to the body. And I'm going to show you how this correlates with that trade that we took earlier, that I took earlier. All right. So this is your day order block. Very simple, family. This right here, opposing candle, big impulse move. Y'all see that? Opposing candle, big impulse move. That's your order block. That's your day order block. So we got the big push. What we got right here, opposing candle, big impulse. I'm gonna show you how this all lines up, family. Can't make this up. Already we see this big push now, big push. And where did price come back down to? Came right back to this order block I just marked up. From the body to the wick. Why do we do the wick? Because this is the lowest price went to. It showed us it could go this low. So I put my zone from the body to the wick. Price shot up and came right back where? Patience, family. This is called patience. P-A-Y-T-I-E-N-C. Patience. Came back. Where did it come to? Right to our zone perfectly. And then shot. Right? So once you could identify these order blocks and you're just patient, this is why Mo is able to call these zones like, hey, right now we're waiting for it to come down to the zone and boom. All right. So right now in the day, look at this crazy wick. Crazy wick. Crazy wick, right? So now when you go to your lower time frames, or you go even further back, let's go further back now. This is why it's important to always scroll out and see what's happening in the market. Where's my toolbar? Looking for my toolbar. 1 second. All right, there we go. All right, so we're talking about price right here. What was happening right here for a while? It was bouncing, right? This area right here. Look how price is bouncing. And even right here, we have what right here? Can't make this up. Opposing candle, big impulse move. These are just your order blocks, family. These are your order blocks. Opposing candle, big impulse move on top of what? This is our floor right here, aka our support. Boom, boom, boom. Look how price shot all the way. This is news for sure. Something happened. Look at that wick. Crazy wick. News. Shot down here and came where? Touched this perfectly. Came back and touched this perfectly. I kissed it and then shot back up here and closed. Right? So when you have these certain zones and you're just looking at it now, you're like, yo, let me scale back. Let me go to the day. Let me see where price could possibly go to. You have reference now. You got points of interest. You got this floor right here. You got this order block. So now you're just looking and price is shooting down here. These are sniper entries. So when you see Alex having these sniper entries, he could scale back to the day and he could go back to the past and he could look at these point of interest. And when news happens and price is coming down here to these points of interest, he's just jumping in these trades for buys. Oh, let me jump in a buy right here. He's not over leveraging though, but he's jumping into a buy. From here now, look, let's look at this real quick. The wick to where it closed. Let's see how many pips that is. Because we can't make this up. We just gotta look at certain things and see what's going on. From the wick to where price closed, that's 557 pips. This is in one day, family. This is the power of having your point of interest and your order blocks marked up. All right. So from the day, we're able to like fine tune your stuff now. So we're on a day with the order block. We could go to the 4 hour. Right? We go to the 4 hour, family. Trust me, this is going to make more sense. The more you see it, it's going to make sense. And I got homework for us to do after this. All right. I got homework for us to do after this. Don't worry. I got you. All right. So this was the day.
Can I put a chart up and mark it and show you an order block?
Now, not right now, though. Not right now. Not right now. But definitely, I want you to mark it up and put it in the chats for sure. So this was the order block on the day. Now we're on the 4 hour. On the 4 hour, look how we see this lower order block. You see this order block right here on the 4 hour, but it was inside of our day. It was inside of our day, but it's in our 4 hour. This is called fine tuning your order block to get a more precise zone. You don't want this big zone right here. Let's fine tune it. Does that make sense what I just did? All I did was make a smaller order block that was inside a bigger order block zone. So this is the 4 hour order block now. I just fine tuned. And from here, you just wait for price to go into these areas. All right. So when we go to this trade right now, we go to this trade and we're going to look at this trade. He called out that I jumped in. He had odd USD swing. These was his parameters, right? Then he called it out earlier and he said, hey, this trade is still active. Jump in. I'm going to show you exactly where he said it, where I jumped in, and we all could have jumped in at the same time. All right. Still valid. Just have to be patient. Still looking good. He's telling us right now. He's telling us. We're doing the live updates. We're looking at this live, family. We're looking at this live. He's telling us, he's updating us. This is where I jumped in personally when I saw this. He said it's live, it's still valid, still looking good, still valid. That's when I took the buy. All right. Then he's updating us up 40 pips. All right. So let's go back to it now. And we're going to go to the charts and we're going to see exactly what he was looking at. Because at the end of the day, when the team leader calls out a trade, you want to see exactly what they're looking at, right? So let's go to odd USD. Let's go odd USD. How do you know what section to mark up? So I don't want to go into a full chart class. I just want us to stay on point because there's a lot of sessions that show you exactly what to look for. So I don't want to go into a full markup chart class right now. All right. So let's look at it. Let's look at the markup. Let's look at the call out, family. At 0.6500 to 0.6475. All right, remember what I showed you about the order block, family. Remember what I showed you. So we're on odd USD. Let's look at this right here. What is this, family? Is this an order block? Does this look like the opposing candle in the big impulse move on the 1 day? Right? So let's mark it up. Let's mark it up. So we're going to mark from the body. Can the trade be taken if signals expire? If the team leader says this trade is no longer valid, don't take it. Don't take it. All right, so we got the day right here. Day, order block, price shot. This is where he's calling you to jump in the trade. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. 65000. This is where you could enter the trade right here, 6500. This is just based off him identifying the order block. I just want y'all to see this. This is him identifying the order block, being patient. Price came right into his zone, and we took the trade. All right. So let's make this a little fine tune now. Let's go to the 4 hour. Remember, I told you we're going to fine tune a little bit. Let's go to the 4 hour. All right. Let's go to the 4 hour, family. So from here, opposing candle. This is in the 1 day. You see, this whole zone is the 1 day, family. All we're doing is fine tuning this. Opposing, nice big push. It's a nice push right here, right? It's inside our zone. Watch this, family. If price is coming down, we're looking for a buy. If price is coming down, we're always going to look for a buy. If price is shooting up to our zone, we're looking for a sell, family. All right, let's fine tune this. Top to the wick. Top to the wick in our 1 day zone. Boom. All I did right now was make our zone smaller. That's it. If this makes sense, drop an 8 in the chat if this makes sense, right? So now this is a 26 pip. From the top of our zone to the bottom of our zone, 26 pips. Instead of it being like 70 pips, 80 pips on the daily time frame, I just made it 26 pip zone. All right? Can't make this up, family. Let's take a look. On the 4 hour time frame, price came where? Right into our zone. This is the power of us identifying these order blocks, family. That's all it is. Identify these order blocks. They will come into your order blocks. Just be patient. Just be patient. So when Mo calls out these trades, he's calling out big plays, swing trades. So Mo expects to be in this trade for a while. Where's his TP now? Let's look at Mo TPs. 66.00. 66.00 TP1. Where's that? That's like up here. So this is where Mo's trying to get out the trade. First TP. Right here somewhere. He's trying to get about the trade. TP1. But most important things, I want you to identify, why is Mo calling out these areas? Why? What does he see? So now me just marking this up for you real quick. I want you to see what he sees, why he's calling out these trades. Some people might be comfortable with Mo's style of trading. They might be like, you know what? I like marking up these order blocks. I like being patient, and I like taking these trades. Personally, this is how I trade. I like order blocks. I like marking up the channels where I trap price in the channels. It shoots back down to these certain order blocks, and I take the trade. That's how I personally do it. All right. So that's TP1. TP2, 67.25. Let's see what 67.25 is. These were previous order blocks I've been marked up on this pair. All right. I've been marked up these previous order blocks. 67.25. Let's take a look. It's up here somewhere. 67.25. Boom. So he's marking up off these previous pivots. Let's take a look at this. I don't want to confuse y'all too much. Boom. Opposing candle. Look at that impulse drop. Opposing candle, impulse drop. Right here was the first TP. That's what I forgot to mark up. All right. Opposing candle, big drop. So he's using the order block to enter trades. He's using the order blocks to exit trades. All right. Very simple. This is not a basic call no more. This is a call I'm showing you exactly why Mo took this trade. Very important. So you're seeing, what is Mo doing? Who's Mo? Why is he making this trade? And I don't see exactly why he's calling it out. So now you know when Mo calls out a trade, he's identifying order blocks. All right. And he's one of my favorite traders to take his call outs, to be honest with you. Right. Because I love to stay in trades for these long swings, make 200, 300 pips. These are like dope trades to take. All right. So it's very important. All right, we're gonna take a look at one more trade that was called out, family. One more trade that was called out, and we're gonna take a look on the charts exactly why it was called out. All right, so let's go to the signals. All right, so we got Mo. Everybody sees exactly what Mo was looking at. All right, we good with Mo. Let's take another one. Let's look. This call is specifically for people taking these trades. I want y'all taking these trades. I want y'all taking these trades, family. Let's look at another one. Let's look at another one. Gold went crazy today. Y'all want to see what Alex is looking at with gold? Let's take a look. All right, let's take a look with gold. Gold got me paid today. Nice, nice, nice. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so what was the call out? This is XPX, by the way. This is XPX. Gold is right here. All right. So gold buy was 1924 to 1921, 4-hour time frame. So I want y'all to do, when y'all see this call out, write it down on paper. And then I want y'all to go to TradingView and I want y'all to mark it up. 1924 to 1921, that's our zone. So 1924, you can use your rectangle. To 1921, that's what he called out, right? So you want to do something like this, family. Just make you a little zone right here. This is your top of your zone. Stay on page. Let's stay on page. The top of your zone is the 1924. That's the top of your zone. So that will be your aggressive. So when you say, Alex, say, hey, it's in our aggressive, that is the top of the zone right here. This right here, top of the zone, boom, aggressive. If it goes to modest, and he said, hey, it's at the modest, it's the back of your zone, which is the 1921. Does that make sense, fam? Drop a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. Aggressive is going to be the top of your zone. Modest is going to be the back of your zone. Very simple. All right, perfect. Now let's look at the stop loss. So for those that enter, you see where price came. Price came, boom, shot up here. Y'all made your money, you know, based on your account size and your lot and your risk, you made your money. Boom. We're not worried about what happened after that now. We done made our money already. Boom, price shot up to 1931. Boom, we made our money. All right. Let's look at the stop loss. Very important now. Stop loss, it says, close below 1921. The 4-hour needs to close below 1921. Very important. Let's take a look. This is 1921 right here. This is 1921. I want to get it perfectly. $19.21. And this is 1924. So y'all could go here and make sure everything's precise. Boom. So the 4-hour, we're on the 4-hour time frame. Each of these candles is 4 hours. Y'all have to watch this, and this candle has to close below. If the candle comes here and we still got, let's say, an hour and a half left, you're still in this trade live. Because this is what could happen. This could just be one big wick. This could be a wick. And then when that 1.5 hour finishes and this 4-hour candle closes, it could close right here. So it could come down here and it could close right here. If it comes here, family, and the 4-hour candle is not completed, you're still live in this trade. Does this make sense? Drop a 2 in the chat if this makes sense. When you're following these trades and it says wait for your stop loss to close below or above, you must wait, family. You must wait. You can't get nervous. You must wait. Okay? Says, now I get it. Thank you. No problem, Selena. Because often you'll see this, and then you'll see Alex with like 5 different entries. You'll see why. This is why. Because when it shot down here, he's not over leveraging. He has a big account, so he just popping new trades. He's just popping another buy right here. Boop. I just popped the buy. Oop, I popped the buy right here. He popped the buy. He's in 3 different trades. So when it shoots up to 19, when it shoots back up to 1932, and he got an entry at 1917. Y'all know why? Because he just took these trades while they were low because price didn't close below yet. All right. So don't close the trade for 4 hours. What do you mean, Denor? You can unmute yourself. Don't close the trade for 4 hours. You don't close the trade on
So,
closes
is
below.
it- what I'm saying is, all right, so let's say I get in a trade and it goes at the stop loss and then it drops back down. Do I come out or do I wait for the 4 hours until the candle closes before I put?
Now you
You
gotta
know what
wait
I'm
for the candle to close. See?
So
Stop.
stay in the trade for the 4 hours as long as the candle is open.
Yes, ma'am. That's when you gotta
That's
have
what
some. That's when you gotta like buckle down and be like, you know what? Let's get it.
Oh
So-
yeah, that's why I took off next week so I can buckle down because I can't do this at work.
So stop loss 4 hour close below. That's the only way the stop loss is gonna hit. If the 4 hour candle closes below 1921. Other than that, this trade is live. All right. So a lot of times you'll see it. You'll see it come down here. People get nervous and close out. And some will stay in with Alex and the rest of the team leaders and boom, shoots back up. It'd be like 30 minutes left. In the last 30 minutes, that thing just closes back up. Get all the people that were, nervous, get them out there, took their money, and then closes back up. And then what's going to happen? You're going to be like, man, I knew I should have stayed. They'd be like, damn, I'm going to do it next time. Does that make sense, family? Drop a 3 in the chat if this makes sense. If you have any questions on this, you can mute yourself, ask the questions, family. I want to make sure y'all see this because I get this question a lot about the 4 hour close, and I get that question a lot. So I just want to make sure y'all see this.
Hey, Adrian, it's Maritza.
What's up, Marissa?
Can you look at Victoria's? It's twice now that I've been confused on her stop loss, or it seems like she's saying don't take the trade unless it closes below, but I don't know if I'm reading it wrong.
All right, cool. Let's take a look. You're talking about this one right here. USD JPY swing trade sell. Daytime frame must close below this price to be valid. All right. So
for the entry, right?
Yeah, for the entry. So this is the price, 145.089 USD JPY. So let's go to it. Do I have you, Jay? I don't think I have you. Yep, I do. So day time frame, we got to go to the day. Let's remove all of this. Right. So what did it say? Let me go back. 14.089, 14.089, 145.089. Is it 145.089, correct?
Yes.
So somewhere, let me go back to make sure. Yep, 145.089. Time frame must close below this price to be valid. Stop loss is at 145.60. All right, got you. So the way, and I'll ask her to confirm this, and I'll have her send a message in the big group chat to confirm this. So the entry is waiting for it to come up here. This is where you're going to enter, but you got to make sure, from what I'm reading, the 1 day doesn't close above. If it closes above, that's the way I took it when I read it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think because that was, what day was that? I don't see the day on your, was that yesterday?
So boom, 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 must close below. But she also gives you the stop loss right here. So this is something I'm going to take a screenshot because I'm going to ask her to break this down because, you have a question on it that I can't answer for her because this is her trade,
Yeah, because the last two that she put, I felt confused. I think this one activated, and then I don't know now. I'll have to check if that was the one.
You said it activated. I don't know. It hasn't went to the price yet.
Cause what, no, so maybe I was looking at the wrong.
Yeah, I don't think this one activated, but like I said, I'm gonna ask her for sure, and we're gonna get that question answered. I got you. Don't even worry about it.
Could I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is for the gold trade.
Okay.
So you said it had to close underneath on that 4-hour time frame in order for you to close out of it.
Yep.
I mean, before, so it has not done it yet. So is this still valid or not?
All right, let's take a look in the chat. So we done made some money already off of this because it done hit TP2 already, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I was in it
All right,
earlier
perfect.
today.
So let's see. Let's see. I think Alex said, don't take it no more, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see.
He did.
All right,
He
so
didn't want
that's
everybody
the
getting
answer right
crazy.
there.
Well,
That's the
but you
answer.
know, I think he was trying to.
But listen though, you know what? I love that question because that's your answer right there. But if it comes back down, you take it and it goes up here and it goes crazy and goes up here, then you good. But if it comes
Right.
down here and you take it and it shoots down here,
And it keeps going down. Yeah,
that's on you. You got to live with it. You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
So yeah, that's just totally up to you at that point. But
Okay, but
if you made your percentage, you should be good for the day. You shouldn't be trading.
yeah, I'm good. I'm good. It was just a question. I just wanted to be clear
Now that was a good question.
because it has not closed. So I'm just, but I'm out of it.
I
I'm
appreciate
good.
that question. I'm gonna tell you why I appreciate that question, because the market eats up the who? The uneducated, the undisciplined, and the greedy.
Mm-hmm.
That's who the market eats up. So for those
Yeah.
people, they might have made 6, 7, 8%, and they'd be like, man, look, it's back to the entry. Sheesh, let me go try to get 10, 12%. And you know, it never ends well.
No, it's brutal.
So yeah, I appreciate that question though. Do you have
No
any other
problem.
questions?
Thank you.
Hey, Adrian.
Yep, talk to me.
So like with some of the order blocks that you marked up, like some of them you added both wicks and then some of them you only added one wick. Like, is there a reason for that?
Nice question. I like that one too. So let's say the top and the bottom right here, right? Let's say it's only 30 pip difference, right? Let's say we're doing Euro USD and the top and the bottom is only 30 pips. I'll do both. But let's say now I'm looking for the buy. Let's say I'm looking for the buy. And the body to the wick right here. Let's say I'm looking for the buy and it's shooting up and I'm looking for price to come back. Let's say the body to the wick, let's say that's like 50 pips. I'll just do the body to the wick. Because let's say if we do from wick to wick, that is 100 pips. I'm like, nah, I'm not trying to do 100 from the aggressive to the modest. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'd rather do from the body to the wick, and that's 50 pips. If it comes down here and activates and shoots up, I'm in there. If it comes down here and then it takes off, all right, cool. I ain't lose no money. I'm not tripping. So that's where you protect yourself and your pockets, and you be like, you know what? Let me do from the body to the wick. That's 50 pips. I can manage that. I'm good with that. If it goes away from me, it goes away. I'm not tripping.
Okay, so you don't want your zone too big.
Nah, me personally, no. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all, fam.
Appreciate it.
We could look at some. Let me try to find some examples real quick. Let me try to find some examples. Can't make this up, fam. This right here, this quick. You want to get your money and be out, in and out, and then from here, you want to see if price is going to start reversing. You know what I mean? Your reversal candles, reversal patterns. But look right here, your USD 4-hour. Boom. Take it off. Took off, right? So this is your order block.
Yeah.
It's your order block. Took off. Even right here. This is considered not like a little small order block. Price is going to react to these areas. So when price came to it right here, look how it reacted to this area and consolidated at this area. Points of entry. Price is going to react. All right. We about to jump off 5 minutes, and I think we have a guest call if you have guests. So let's look at this order block right here real quick. Boom, and took off, right? Consolidation, shot. Where did it come to? This previous order block. Kissed it down here, shot, and where did it go to? Remember,
To
it
the-
broke it as a floor, then came and retested this order block previous as a roof. You can't make this up, family.
That's crazy.
I'm just gonna drop the mic at this point, man. That's ridiculous.
Hey.
But once you start to identify these things, you get more comfortable. Then this becomes your trading plan, your trading routine, your trading, strategy. And this is what you're gonna be looking for before you enter trades. And look what it's doing. It's doing structure now. It's market structure. Break in, retest, boom, creating lower lows, lower highs, boom. If it breaks this area, you're looking at it. If it breaks this area on the 4 hour and closes below, what we doing? What we doing? We're waiting for the retest. Right. If it breaks this now, boom, breaks, closes below. We just patient waiting for this retest to this area. Retest. And we're looking for the sell to continue market structure. We just keep it very simple. Keep it very simple. And we keep it going. Then we got order blocks down here. We're looking, to shoot for. So price could potentially come down here. Let me mark this up. I'm going to take a picture and we're going to monitor it. Right? You screenshot it. If it hits, I'll share it. If it don't, I'll act like it didn't happen. All right. We have any other questions, family?
Adrian, this is like the trading view people making the money right now. They're taking trades, right?
Say it again. This is what?
This is you trying to like they're on trading view and you're calling people out to take these trades, right? They're making their money.
That's where you mark it up. This is where you take your trade here. Your trades is this group.
You're gonna be upset with me. My issue is this is beautiful, but I don't even know how to damn, I'm scared to say this. On the MT4, so I can start practicing trade, I don't even know how to plug in the numbers. Like when I get these numbers, like I don't even know how to plug them in. So I hope you ain't mad at it.
Didn't I do a call last time and show that, man?
Yes.
Yeah, I came in late.
Stop losses.
I came in late
It's
and
recorded.
yeah, I came in late, so I know you're gonna be upset with me.
Mac, I sent you all my recordings, man. That's how I know you ain't watch it. What's going on, man?
Yeah, I'm on one halfway.
So you see, this is why it's important to watch it first, because a lot of your questions will be answered. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir, absolutely.
So after you watch all of that, I did 3 postings already, 3 recordings I posted. You watch them, you be like, all right, now you take your notes and your questions, you come back to me like, yo, I had a question about this. Can you help me? All right, cool, I got you. But if I see people ask me questions like that, I'm be honest. If I see somebody ask me a question like that and I already recorded it and answered and showed it, I'm not gonna take that person serious because I'm like, that person's not really locked in. You see what I'm saying?
No, I understand completely. That's fine. Yep.
So I got you though for sure. Is it all on your YouTube? I just started. Yeah, I got it on my YouTube and I posted it in the big OBG chat. So let me show you this real quick, family.
Big OBG chat.
OBGI Genius. This is the big chat. You could click on this right here and you can go to links. It says links. Click on links. Then scroll down. You see Adrian Uter, OBG, Mastering the Basics. This was on 8/2. This was on the 2nd, August 2nd. Then I dropped this one was on the 31st, July 31st. And then this one was on July 26th. So these are the 3 I did right here. You could access them that way. All right. Just click on this and go to links. And you just, show messages, click on show messages. It takes you to it right there. And the reason why I do this stuff and put it on YouTube, because I don't want you guys downloading these big files and all that stuff. I'd rather just upload it on YouTube. Y'all could just click and watch. You know what I mean? It's perfect. It's perfect for y'all.
Is your YouTube just your full name?
Not sure. I don't remember exactly, but
Okay, I'll look it up.
once you click on it, let me show you. Once you click on
it says it in there. I got you. Okay.
You should be able to open it up from there.
Yeah,
right
I'm
here.
on 2 different devices. I didn't see that it was up there on the screen.
Once you click on the link right here, it'll pop up and you good. And you good.
Adrian, I have one more question about swing trade, just really fast.
Okay.
When you're trying to hold it long term like that, do you just, when you put your stop loss, do you just put it at the stop loss that was put in the signals chat? You don't trail it basically.
It depends on you as a trader what you want to do. All right, so let me break this
Okay.
down real quick. Let me break this down real quick.
Because I took a small profit off of it earlier, but I would like to try to hold it. I never held a trade that long, so I just wanted to see with what was left if I just hold it.
All right. All right, let's do it like this. I'm gonna ask Mo if he could do a class for us next time. Because Mo's one of my favorite traders.
Wow, that would be awesome.
So all right, take a look at this. Let's say we're swinging it now. We're swinging it for the home run. We going, we in it. All right. We have TP1, TP2, TP3. Let's just look at the first 3 TPs. Let's say your lot size for your risk should be a 0.15. That is your risk for your stop loss. If it hits stop loss, that's your risk. You should be risking a 0.15 lot size. So what I would recommend is do 3 entries. 3 entries. The first entry, you could put the TP for TP1. The second entry, put the TP for TP2. The third entry, put the TP for TP3. But what you're going to do with your lot size for the first entry, 0.05. Second entry, 0.05. Third entry, 0.05. So all 3 together is a what? A 0.15, which is your proper.
Okay.
So this is how you enter 3 different trades if you can't really monitor it. And now if it hits TP1, boom, you took the money from that. But your second trade, let's say TP1 was $50. You took $50, it's closed. Your second trade, you're up 50. Your third trade, you're up 50. But this is still going live till TP2. Let's say now this one hits TP2 and this is $100. So you took $100. So now you're up 150. And your last trade that's live and open, you're up $100. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes.
So that's just one
And
way
you
to
put
do it.
you put the same stop loss in all 3 entries, whatever
ma'am.
you had there.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. You'll be monitoring it right here. So this stop loss, it says 4 hour has to close below 0.64155. It has to close below for you to get out this trade.
Okay. Okay, copy that. Thank you.
All right, no problem. All right, family, we did 1 hour. Love seeing the new faces and the questions. Like always, if you have any questions, just hit me up in the big chat. And appreciate y'all. Let's keep going. Let's keep growing. Let's keep getting this money, and let's keep educating. All right, y'all have a good.
Adrian, before you tag out,
All right.
on the same trade, can you trade in that same trade if it's gold and you make 50? Is that what you're saying? You can go back in that same trade at gold and you can do 100. Is that what you're saying?
If you do 3 entries, yeah. If you do 3 entries and the first entry is at TP1. All right. So the quick version, let me break that down again real quick. Let's say you did 2 trades, only 2 trades. And you do a 0.05 and a 0.05 for gold, all right? So you know that is 10, what is that? $10 a pip, if I'm not mistaken, whatever it is. 0.05, 0.05. And you got the first trade to hit TP1, and you got the second trade set up to hit TP2. Once the first trade hit TP1, and let's say that's $50, you got $50, your trade is closed. That $50 went back to your account. But the